So these are my YouTube predictions for this weekend. Starting off then with Accrington versus Colchester. Obviously, Colchester drew 1-1 with Crewe. It's ain't a bad point, let's be real, is it? For Crewe, in my opinion. While Accrington obviously lost in a potential 6-pointer, and where Cheltenham 1-0. For this game, see, the thing with Accrington is Accrington seem to be a different team when they're at home compared to away from home. So I think they can be quite hard to beat Accrington when they're at home. But Arundel for Colchester, I think Colchester will just edge Accrington out here. Arundel for Colchester get a 2-1 win over Accrington. Up next we've got Quarry versus Cheltenham. Quarry picked up a very good win away at a hard ground in Howard with a 1-0 win. While Cheltenham obviously won 1-0 against Accrington. So then I think it's going to be an even game, this one. Arundel for a 1-1 draw between Quarry and Cheltenham. Up next, Bristol Rovers and Barrow. Obviously I did a watch on Bristol Rovers last game in their 3-2 win over Newport. While Barrow lost 3-1 at home to Swindon. I think Barrow will be in a rare decent battle, but I still think Barrow will have enough for the rest of the season, in my opinion. I know at the start of the season I was concerned about Barrow. I did put them in the bottom two, but obviously with the signings they've made recently with Whitfield coming back as well, that could help Barrow still for at least another season. But for me, for this game, I think Bristol Rovers should have momentum. They got momentum at the moment. Arundel for a 3-1 win for Bristol Rovers against Barrow. And Bristol Rovers should have really won easily at Newport. They just fell asleep for the last 10 minutes or so. We'll see how Newport back in it. Chesterfield versus MK Dons. Chesterfield obviously lost 1-0 away at Walsall. MK Dons lost in a very thrilling game at home to Queensbury 3-2. As for this game, I think this will be a thriller for them, and offer a 2-2 draw between Chesterfield and MK Dons, in my opinion. Up next, we've got Crewe, who drew 1-1 away at Colchester. I think it's a better point for Colchester than Crewe, personally. They take on Barnet, who lost 3-1 at home to Shrewsbury, which I was shocked about. I expected Barnet to win, personally. Maybe this shows that Barnet will be in a rare decent battle as well, along with Shrewsbury. Maybe people have been overhyping Barnet's transfer business, overrating their business, potentially. But we'll wait and see, still early in the season. But I think Crewe will win comfortably against Barnet and offer a 3-0 win for Crewe. Fleetwood versus Walsall. Walsall picked up a 1-0 win against Chesterfield. It's a very, very good win for Walsall. While Fleetwood, try and date it up here. There we go. Fleetwood, obviously now he lost 1-0 away at Notts County. Matt Dennis, isn't he? Matt Dennis, who left Harlow, he's stolen goals, to be fair, for Notts County. I mean, fair play to him. Maybe he too is Matt Dennis' level. Obviously, Notts County just edged Fleetwood out. But for this game, I think Fleetwood will pick up something from this game against Walsall and offer a 1-1 draw. Cheltenham versus Notts County. I'm still not convinced by Notts County as much. They've had a good couple of recent results, especially recently against Fleetwood. And obviously Cheltenham picked up a late draw away at Bromley, where I'm sure they were 2-0 down, weren't they? And obviously got a late penalty to pick up a point away at Bromley. For this game, I think Cheltenham will get the win here of Notts County and offer a 2-1 win for Cheltenham. I think the managers make the difference for me. Darth Ainsworth is a far better manager than Martin Patterson, in my opinion, and shouldn't even be compared. Obviously, up next, Queensbury up against Cambridge. Queensbury got the win, of course, against MK Dons. Then empty Dons, of course, while Cambridge now only lost 1-0 at home to Oldham. Cambridge is hit and miss, aren't they, with their results at the moment. The thing with Queensbury is, Queensbury can end up beating MK Dons and probably end up losing to Cambridge. Queensbury are one of them teams, but Queensbury have started the season well, which is what I expected from them. I do expect Queensbury to be in the playoffs this season and push on now from last season on the David Artell. But yeah, I do think Queensbury are the better team here. I'm door for Queensbury to get a 2-0 win over Cambridge. Up next, Oldham versus Bromley. Obviously, Bromley, they'll be disappointed after being 2-0 up. I'm pretty sure they were 2-0 up. Yeah, let's check here. Yeah, they were 2-0 up. Bromley be very disappointed. They would have took a point before them, wouldn't have, Bromley? But being 2-0 up against Gillingham and to concede an equaliser that year it's on as well, it's a killer for them, isn't it? While Oldham picked up a good win away at Cambridge. I think it's an even game, this one. I do think it's an even game. I think Bromley are punching above the weight in terms of the start of this season. I do expect a drop off from Bromley at some point during the season when the table sorts itself out. But fair play to Bromley. When you still got Michael Cheek in your team, you got a chance to still have a good, stable season, haven't you? But for this game, I think it's going to end Oldham 1, Bromley 1. Up next, Shrewsbury, then Salford. Both teams won 3-1, didn't they? Salford won 3-1, then Tranmere, very good win for Salford. While Shrewsbury won 3-1 away at Barnet. As for this game, I think Salford will just edge Shrewsbury out here. And we'll go for a 2-1 win for Salford, then Shrewsbury. Up next, we've got Swindon, who picked up a 3-1 win over Barrow. They take on Howdale, who obviously lost 1-0 at home to Crawley. It'll be a tight game for me. Howdale are a hard team to beat. And we'll go for a 1-0 win for Swindon, then it's Howdale, in my opinion. And finally, Tranmere versus Newport. Sorry to any Newport fans, but I was not impressed by Newport in their Demons Bristol Rovers. Newport basically turned up when they were 3-0 down. They turned up when they were 3-0 down. Well, it's too pretty yet, isn't it? Too pretty yet when you want to turn off when you feel like it. And I think Tranmere, I actually think Tranmere will beat Newport here. I think Tranmere will do a job on Newport. I think Amari Patrick be looking at Newport defence, thinking, yeah, I can pretty get past that Newport defence and quite easy and cut them. So I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Tranmere against Newport. I don't for Tranmere to bounce back after their defeat to Salford. So there are my YouTube predictions for this weekend. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments, and I'll see you all for the League 1 predictions.